Hello everyone, Pace the Rail Thinning here. We're here at the King Road Railroad crossing here in Trenton, Michigan to a remade edition. Now this crossing was filmed by Rich Owens in the past in March 2008 and a couple other rail fanners in the past as well. So with that said, let's get on with the tour. And I will explain the history as we go on. So for the first signal, we have a Harmon cantilever, and here's the emergency information and the dot number for King Road for the Flat Rock sub. The dot number is 258107T. Stop on red signal sign. And for the mast lights, we got one pair of Satran dialight LEDs, and we got one pair of Satran 12x24 incandescent lights for the backlights sitting on a Harmon light bracket, replacing some 8-inch Harmon incandescent lights way in the past, like in the 2000s or something. And for the overhead lights, we got two pairs of Satran dialight LEDs sitting on a Harmon light bracket. And for the bell, this has a low-pitch Siemens electronic bell, replacing a GS Type 2 in the past. And for the gate mechanism base, we have a Siemens base with the refurbished Satran gate mechanism with Rico LED gate lights and a wing guard. And here's the relay case. Caleb Belcher captured this crossing when the crossing lost AC power November of last year. So the Flat Rock sub and the NS relay cases were running off of emergency batteries, so the Shoreline signals were running off a natural gas generator right over there. So the crossing has AC power today. So yeah. So let's go on to the Conrail signal number 2, which has a Satran base. And here's the emergency information and the dot number for Conrail. The dot number is 916038E. Stop on right signal sign. And for the lights, we got two pairs of Satran dialight LEDs sitting on a Satran light bracket. Light bracket replacing 12x20-inch incandescent lights in the past. And sometime in 2018 or 19. And for the bell, this has a General Signals Type 3 electronic bell, replacing a GS Type 2 sometime earlier this year or sometime last year. Go across. Alright, signal number 3 has another Satran base. Sticker emergency information, no blue tag. And for the lights, we got two pairs of Satran dialight LEDs sitting on a Satran light bracket. And for the bell, this has a General Signals Type 2 electronic bell. And as you guys can see, the paint's starting to fade. You can see the PVC shell is PVC shells on there. The paint is beat up. I gotta say so. All right, so let's move on to the CN Shoreline mast signal, which has a Harmon base. And here's the emergency information, and the dot number for the Shoreline sub is 867581W. And for the lights, we got two pairs of Satran dialight LEDs sitting on a Harmon light bracket, and 3 newer Satran light heads and 1 older light head. They spaced apart the primary and the secondary lights. They did that last year. And for the bell, this has a Satran Type 3 low-tone electronic, replacing a GS Type 1 in the past. One thing worth mentioning, the CN Shoreline signals are wired incorrectly. So let's say the train goes through on the Shoreline, the secondary lights stay on until the crossing completely clears. They probably did that when they replaced the relay case sometime in 2018 or 19. They didn't want to wire their signals right. Oh well. Then there's probably the defect detector right there, and there's the Shoreline relay case with the natural gas generator. So if the crossing does lose power, the generator will kick on to keep the CN Shoreline signals running. So now let's go across and get to the Shoreline cantilever signal. All right, so signal number 5, which is a which is a Harman cantilever. And here's the emergency information once again. And for the lights, we got 2 pairs of State Tran dialight LEDs for the mast lights sitting on a State Tran light bracket. And for the overhead lights, we got 2 pairs of State Tran dialight LEDs sitting on a Harman light bracket, replacing some 8-inch Harman incandescent lights way in the past. And for the bell, this has a low-pitch Siemens electronic bell replacing a GS Type 2 in the past. And then for the gate mechanism base, this has a Harman base. We have a Betsy's rail gate mechanism replacing a State Tran gate mechanism probably in the early 2010s. Before that State Tran gate mechanism, this has a Harman gate mechanism way in the past. This signal also features Ricoh LED gate lights and a wing guard. And also worth mentioning, when the CN Shoreline cantilever signal during deactivation, the bell shuts off. Bell shuts up as the gate rises. As the gate rises. So, my friend GCR Productions puts it typical CN Flint cell bell wiring, as he said. So yeah, let's go across and let's tour the rest of the Conrail signals. Alright, so signal number 7, number 6 has a State Tran base. Here's the emergency information for Conrail once again. And for the lights, we got 2 pairs of State Tran dialight LEDs sitting on a State Tran light bracket, replacing 12 by 20 inch incandescent lights in the past. And for the bell, this has a General Signals Type 3 electronic bell. And also worth mentioning, the middle signals here at King Road are also wired incorrectly. Let's say if there was a train heading northbound, the northbound signals will be on, and also the southbound signals will also activate. Conrail didn't want to wire their signals right. So, oh well. Here's signal number 7, which has a State Tran base. Here's the sticker emergency information, no blue tag. And for the lights, we got 1.5 pairs of State Tran dialight LEDs and 1 pair of State Tran 12 by 20 inch dialight LEDs sitting on a State Tran light bracket. And for the bell, this has a General Signals Type 2 electronic bell. Quite neat. Alright, so let's move on to signal number 8, which is the CN Flat Rock sub mast signal, which still has the original equipment from the Rich Owens days. Alright, so signal number 8 has a State Tran base, and here's the emergency information once again. As you look over here, there's an old grain truck Western dot tag. And for the lights, we got 2 pairs of Western Colonnades 12 by 20 inch incandescent lights, replacing some 8-inch Harman incandescent lights sitting on a Harman light bracket. And for the bell, this has a State Tran Type 3 low-tone electronic bell, replacing a GS Type 1 in the past. So quite neat stuff here at King Road, I gotta say. So this is a quite interesting crossing, I gotta say. So, and here's the relay case for the CN Shoreline sub, and here's the Conrail relay case. And here is the CN Flat Rock sub relay case here at King Road. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Stay tuned for more rail thinning videos, so stay tuned, guys.